Meditations in an Emergency. Stuffed derelict animals, teddy bears. They're so innocent and they bring back our childhood. We tend to more readily make ourselves vulnerable to them. Making, animals that are so derelict, it's like very humorous and very distressing at the same time. Something incredibly humorous and kind of fierce, but you can also take away a feeling about, what it means that there are so many, that the level of poverty in this country is going up every year, and that there's very little done about that.
Into a water fountain. How could I do that? And so I took the form of Jack Ward's piece and I decided I was going to use the ceiling tiles and activate it. It's called the White Flight T-Bar. And in fact it is a T-bar. It's meant to be a T-bar, and these are tables, and for me it's about potential. Media is this monster, and in some way this becomes this huge monster, but at the same time I didn't want it to be scary. It's also kind of very vulnerable. On one hand can control you, but the other hand is you're still in control.
African American subject matter and plays with cliches, that in this case, images that come out of this collage are of sneakers. Taking collage to this new insane level is kind of a scavenger of neighborhoods and builds something completely different that responds to a cliche or a situation in a particular neighborhood, and at the same time completely transforms it in this kind of magical way. The emptiness of fame. How is a person changed by fame? Addressing our culture is so amazingly voyeuristic, sometimes so impersonal. Artists have always held up a mirror to our consciousness, and so we want the viewer to see himself or see herself in some new way, or to be reflected in the work. And that's going to vary, obviously, from viewer to viewer. But as you go through the show, there's certain things that are unavoidable that you have to ask.
About a Jamaican sound system, when they would make them and have these parties in the street, it was a big deal. It's because there were exclusive music on the sound system, whether they in the early days had American R&B and could play that music. If you had a record that no one else had and you had your sound system looking and sounding good, that was a good thing.
SCUMAC, which is short for Sculpture Making Machine. Each object has 40 layers, and that's the only thing that's consistent about them. The thing that's really specific to each exhibition is the color and the pigment that's used. There's something about this that holds on to the spirit of what this city is, and the way that the work exists in this space says more about the community, what the community wants, and the artwork than the building, and the building is exactly what it should be. It's this gorgeous sort of, it has a history to it.
To be alarmed by beauty. To be alarmed by beauty. This city has more energy than most cities in the United States do. Somehow there's all this destruction and there's all this hope going on at the same time. So this institution could do something really beautiful here.